Good morning from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We are back for another late night riding. It may have only been a few weeks since we was last here, but there's even more change going on at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. More stuff to share with you guys. And we're here from 10 AM all the way through until 10 PM. For more rides here at our favourite park in the UK. So yeah, we're expecting a busy day today. We've got highs of like 25 degrees. There's hardly any wind. It's going to be a busy one. They've actually opened the park a bit earlier this morning, let people in. They've actually like put a bit of a barrier up at the bottom of the two ramps on either side, just to stop the queues building up on the entrance, which is good. So yeah, we're in the park like way before 10 o'clock. And making our way straight towards the big one. But yeah, in terms of changes, the big one's actually had a brand new soundtrack that I'm really looking forward to hearing, and of course capturing a bit of that for you guys. In fact, I think I can hear it playing now actually. And yeah, another change since it was last here, keeping you guys updated. Look at this, the bridge you may remember back at the start of the season, they actually closed this bridge off. I think people were maybe slipping on it, but now they've like put like this special stuff down, just so you know you've got a bit better grip, and to stop people running, they put them little fences in. We cover all the changes here, don't we, at Theme Park Worldwide?
It's a much needed change. I've really slipped on that load.
When it was raining especially, it did used to get a bit slippery. But we thought we'll come straight round to the big one. Obviously everyone's gone to Icon, you know, it's still got that popularity. It only opened last year. There's like 10 people waiting here for the big one. And it means also we'll get to hear a bit of that soundtrack before it gets too busy, because I believe the speakers here at the entrance and up the queue line as well. So yeah, a bit more people, maybe a train's worth for the big one. Not too bad. So yeah, we'll head straight on there first. And yeah, welcome to the day. 12 hours of fun, fireworks coming up later. We're going to watch Hot Ice, and we're also going to talk a little bit about this year's Halloween event, because they're actually doing a proper Halloween this year. Journey to Hell Freak Nights. So yeah, I'm looking forward to telling you guys a bit more about that and seeing what we can experience this year. So here we go, welcome to late night riding yet again here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Let's start off with a ride on the big one and hear this brand new soundtrack.
Created and conceived by Jeffrey Thompson, O.B.E.
So there we go, you can hear there some of the new audio for the big one, and they put some speakers in at the front just here. I believe they're all up the queue line, and then they're using the existing speakers that they already had in the station. But yeah, listen to that. Very atmospheric. It was actually composed by the notable stranger, the same person that did the audio for Icon, of course, that opened last year with that incredible soundtrack. And he also does the audio for parts of Hot Ice as well. This year's show's called Utopian, but he's done it for a few years now. Oh, listen to that. Oh, it's really added some atmosphere. Obviously, Pleasure Beach for many, many years has just played pop music, and they've really started to get into the themed audio route now. Listen to this, very good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Helix at Leesburg. It's got a few like dance vibes to it. But here we go, we'll hear a bit more of it when they open the queue line shortly for our ride on the big one. Right then, so we're into the queue line. We'll be able to see some of these new speakers down here as well. Here we go. No highs, no lows, must be bows. So as you can hear there, and also just in the last clip, there's a bit of audio talking in there as well. So they're actually counting up the height of the lift hill. It said just as well how it was conceived by Jeffrey Thompson, and also built by Aerodynamics as well. So there's a few different facts in there, how much steel there is. It's very different.
Just a question, am I going on a roller coaster or a spaceship?
It has got that space feel.
Like I'm going on a spaceship.
It's a bit of a grower, isn't it? But I must say, in the station, it does sound great. I can't imagine it without it now. I mean, it's added a bit of atmosphere around here. It's got that very 90s sort of rave style feel to it when it gets going. Jump on a spaceship. You ready for your ride on the big one?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, our love for the big one has grown a lot. You remember the vlogs a few years ago? I didn't really enjoy it that much, you know. I didn't personally. I think Charlotte, you've always quite liked, haven't you?
I love it.
You know, I used to, you know, give it a bit of stick, the big one. But actually, I think it's running all right.
It's my second favourite ride here.
Yeah, it's mine too now. You know, I'd definitely say that. After a ride we had on Valhalla the other week, but I'll talk more about that later because we didn't vlog that day. There's a few things I want to say about old Valerie, isn't there? So we'll have a chat about that later. But yeah, it's going to be around the big one, and I'll put in a few clips from in the station as well, so you can hear more of that audio. But yeah, new speakers at the entrance. You got them all down the side here, so obviously you can hear them from down there and on the ramp. And then there's new speakers inside, the same speakers, sorry, inside what's playing the new music. But it could really do with one more speaker at the top, because when you're waiting on the ramp further up, you can't hear what's playing inside and you can't hear these ones. So it'd be nice to have one more speaker up there. But here we go, it's gonna have a ride on the big one. It's hot already, can't wait for this afternoon. Gonna be some nice temperatures here at Pleasure Beach, lovely. What a glorious day it is here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we've just come off the tallest roller coaster in the UK, 25 years old, opened in 1994, the big one with its new soundtrack. I must say it does play really loud in the station, maybe a little bit too loud. I mean, you've got to really shout over it to talk, haven't you, at points? But you know, the soundtrack, I really like it. I think it's a bit of a grower. When I first heard it, we came off camera the other day to have a listen to it, and you know, when I first heard it, I wasn't too keen. It took a bit of time to grow. But I think that's the thing with Charlotte, you're not a massive fan of it, are you?
I don't like it.
No. What don't you like about it?
I just think it's too spaceship-like.
Like space style feel to it?
Yeah, I just don't think it fits the ride.
No, I think it's hard because it's never had themed audio before.
Yeah.
But when it actually reloops and it goes quiet, I can't imagine it without it now. You know, maybe it'll grow on you a bit, but I certainly prefer the Icon music. I feel like the Icon music's a bit more varied as well, as there is some points of that track for the big one where it all does sound very samey, but I do really like it. I think it's a much improvement on what there was before, which was nothing. You know, you just had the siren, which does still go off, and in the station you've still got the classic announcements playing every so often as well, just not quite as frequent, so that's better actually because it's not as repetitive with those. But yeah, overall I think it's a welcome addition. It's a grower. For me, when I'm in the station now, I find myself sort of humming along to the tune because it's like that 90s dance track, you know. It's like on YouTube you type in like 90s dance mix or something, you know, it's what you'd imagine with that. But no, I do really like it. This Icon track though's got a lot more to it in my opinion. You know, I certainly do prefer all the different styles, like it's playing different music there, and then you come into the queue here, it's a bit different. But yeah, good ride on the big one though. It's got one of the best first drops on a coaster, that has, hasn't it? And then afterwards, you know, you just get some nice views. But there we go, we're going for a ride on Icon next. Not too sure how many trains are on, a couple of trains maybe. Oh no, it is on 3 trains. We're gonna have a ride on Icon, and we'll see you when we come off. So we just come off Icon, running very efficiently actually on a nice 3-train service. I mean, how long did we wait? 15 minutes
It's
maybe?
really quick.
Not too bad. I've come straight into the shop where I've just bought a new cap.
And I bought some sunshine.
There we go. Yes, I got a nice new cap here. It was $11.95 in the price tag, and yeah, the new kids ones and adult ones, and got your season pass discount on there as well. So it's like £10 something. But it's nice and hot today. And to be honest, I forgot to bring a cap. But you may notice in some of the vlogs, like I've got a Motion Gate Dubai one, and yeah, it started to fade a bit. So I thought I'm going to get a new one. But talking of new merch, there's some new flowery items for Icon just over here. What we got, Charlotte?
That's a nice simple jacket.
Yeah,
Very
jacket.
nice.
How much is that?
This is priced at £34.95.
£34.95. So you get two, so it makes it 25 quid each. That's not too bad. A few other flowery items as well. You know, like the water bottles, obviously the book that they've had for a while. Yeah, it's good to see, you know, because obviously it's more girly, isn't it, having all the flowery stuff.
Buy a tree.
Yeah. You know, it's nice. Obviously, I think, you know, being a male, I prefer some of the other items, but the flowery stuff is good.
I do prefer the male stuff.
Yeah, I used to prefer the males. I say male, it's more unisex, isn't it? It's all unisex stuff, but yeah, you know, obviously I'd rather wear one of the
Nice.
black items.
Nice quality, it feels really soft.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the Icon merch is really good quality. It's like the hats embroidered as well. Some good stuff, as always. We'll have a look over in the flying machine shop later and kiss me quick and see what there is. Yeah,
They're really nice.
Look at all the design around the side there.
And that is priced at just £14.95.
Oh, yeah. I love it. But yeah, great ride in Icon, running brilliant. We went on the front row there as well, and it was running really well, wasn't it?
Great.
In the sunshine, a front row ride on Icon is perfect. Still, by a long, long way, my favourite coaster here in the UK. Great ride. Up next then, it's time for a ride on the Big Dipper here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This coaster opened back in 1923 and it's still going, and it means that in a few years time it'll actually be celebrating 100 years of operation here at the park. It's a classic, it's the oldest wooden coaster here. So yeah, let's go for a ride on the Big Dipper and we'll see you when we come off. Okay, let's get Right then, so we've just come off our ride on the back row, not of Infusion, of the Big Dipper. A bit noisy SLC, but more about that in a minute. Yeah, we had a back row ride, and obviously you know my thoughts on the wooden coasters. I mean, I love them, they are classics, but you are going in expecting a rough ride.
I felt like I was travelling.
It was crazy. A little bit of advice for you though. If you do want a smoother ride, sit more towards the front of the wooden coasters, and also you want to be on a non-wheel seat. So when we say a wheel seat, obviously if you're on in that car, you've got like 3 rows. If you sit on the middle row and not on the front row of that or the back row, you are in for a smoother ride. But we went all in there for a rough one on the back row on the wheel seat. But yeah, it was rough. But yeah, it's a classic. Like I say, it's going to be 100 years old soon.
Happy
2023.
birthday to you.
A bit too early for that, Charlotte. A bit too early.
I'll put all the confetti away.
Yeah, okay, I will save it. What I'm thinking is though, because I did well for Nemesis, I was going to do 25 rides on it for 25 years, ended up doing 63. What about doing 100 rides on the Big Dipper in a few years?
No.
Yeah. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
No.
But nowhere near as fun as waiting for Infusion in that massive queue over there. Look at that, it is busy for the Vekoma suspended looping coaster here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I might not ride it that much. I know some people comment in the vlogs, you know, and say, Shawn, why don't you go on it that much? A, because it normally has a big queue, and B, I'm not a big fan of this style of ride, mainly because it is too rough. Or on a steel coaster, you got nowhere to escape with them over the shoulder restraints. At least when you're on something like the Big Dipper or on any of the wooden coasters here, you know, you can sort of ride with it and you can move your body on some of the corners, do a bit of a move your body dance. Whereas when you're on something like Infusion, you are trapped basically, aren't you, with the restraints on there. But there you go. You know, Infusion, I'll put a few off-ride shots in so you can see it. And it does look nice and picturesque, doesn't it, with all the fountains and stuff, you know. It looks pretty, but I don't ride it that much. Unless Charlotte wants to go on.
No.
You're going to pass on that one. But
Yeah.
we're going to do another ride. Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. He keeps running in. Check it out. Oh, he's got his 13 hoodie on. Wrong part, that one. No 13 here, that's a long way away. But here's a little bit of off-ride footage of Infusion, and then we'll move on to our next ride here at the Pleasure Beach. It is so hot today, and I'm glad that I've just bought this new cap. It's lovely.
Thank you.
Thanks. Charlotte has made a seagull friend down here. Here at Theme Park Worldwide, we don't just love goats, we love seagulls as well, but Seagull Park Worldwide doesn't quite go, does it, like Goat Park Worldwide? Hey, look at this, oh, what a nice seagull. You're in the vlog now. You're going to turn this way and face all your adoring fans. No, you just want to ride Icon. You can't ride Icon. You can ride it at night when it's not going round. You can just sit on the track, look out over the Pleasure Beach. How's that sound? Yeah? Yeah, you like that? I think he's thinking, I want a new ride down here, I want a new ride. And talking of that, I'm really hoping that next year we see something happen around this area in terms of, you know, since the Wild Mouse was took out for last year, it's just felt very empty, this space, hasn't it? And we spoke earlier in the year in one of the vlogs about a potential new ride maybe coming to this area and what you'd like to see. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see something coming around here. We know that Bert down here definitely would, don't you? Oh. I don't think he likes being on camera now. Charlotte's going in for the photo, yeah. But yeah, I could definitely like to see something new around here. Me personally, I think something like a gyro swing would work well. Maybe something a bit like Loki at Liseberg, an intermin gyro. I can imagine it maybe placed over at the side, sort of swinging out over the back of the Alice in Wonderland building. Maybe just out that way over FY4, which is all the buildings here. Or maybe they could take these out and use this space more across, you know. Look at Charlotte trying to take a photo. She's loving it. But yeah, in terms of crowds, not been too bad this morning, but I think a lot of people are coming in now. The thing is, with it being open till 10, people don't need to get here at 10 in the morning. You know, a lot of people tend to come early afternoon, like 1, 2 o'clock, start making their way into the park. And you know, when you've got that full 12-hour day, you know, a lot of people don't fully utilise that, which is completely understandable. It's a long day, especially if you've got kids as well. But yeah, it's lovely just down here. We're just going to chill out. Probably have a ride on the Grand National next. Not on the back row though for that one. It's summer here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They've got some extra entertainment on offer, and it seems like that Charlotte is the entertainment, along with a fan of Theme Park Worldwide as well, who we've just been chatting to in the queue for Grand National. Yeah, we've just been on there towards the front of the train, and we didn't have a bad ride actually. It was good, I enjoyed it. But here we go, Charlotte's there with a new friend. Entertainers here at Pleasure Beach, here we go. Yeah, come on Charlotte. Yeah. She's going for it. Well, yeah, so they have sort of entertainment on here, and then as well, you can go up here and have a little go on here. Got the big screen all set up. Love it. Yeah, that was good there. You and Shona.
Me and Shona had a little dance.
Big fan of the channel, Shona is, isn't she? Yeah. So there we are. Thanks for getting up with Charlotte and doing that.
Thank you so much.
You were good.
Great, that was.
You were really good at that.
Sean ate my treat.
Yeah, you get given like a little lolly, don't you? And I ate it. You did give it me though.
Yeah, and then you ate the whole thing.
I thought you meant, I didn't realise you just had like one lick, but I had the whole thing.
No.
But there we are, we're having a nice day.
Yes, that's so much fun.
Just little bonus things to do. You look shattered after that. But what are we going on next, Charlotte?
Flying.
We're going on the flying machines because it's a lovely day for it today here at the Pleasure Beach. Look at this though, this park is absolutely gorgeous in the sunshine, especially when they put all these like green areas and stuff in a few years back. You know, like all this modern artwork. The thing is with Pleasure Beach, what I really do respect is that they've kept the history, but they've modernised it. You know, like I said before in other videos, you know, they're not museums, these parks. They have got to keep moving forward. And as much as I love my history, probably more than most people, you know me, I'm always going on about the history of rides. But the good thing is with Pleasure Beach, they do still move forward. Look at flying machines, the oldest ride here, but then they've built up around it with all these modern different attractions. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of seeing where they go in the future with things. And talking about modern attractions, next year Valhalla will be 20 years old.
Wow.
That means 20 rides, opening day next year, or opening weekend, 20 rides. But I'm not, won't make you do that. But we came the other day, well, 2 weeks ago we came, what was originally going to be a late night riding, but it wasn't because of the weather. And we went on Valhalla, didn't we? Oh, wasp activity. Oh no, it's not a wasp, it's a little one. We went on Valhalla, didn't we? And it wasn't great. It was in a really bad state, Charlotte, with all these little wasps. It won't sting you, that one. That wasn't a proper wasp, that. But yeah, it wasn't in a good state. In fact, we had no fire at all, other than where there was a couple of torches at the start when you got up the first lift hill. So I'm really, really hoping that they do work on Valhalla and get it looking really good for next year for its 20th birthday, because it's still one of the most impressive rides out there in the world, in my opinion. And look at that facade out here, it is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm really hoping that Pleasure Beach next year will go in there and completely restore some of the effects and even put some new bits in maybe, you know, but I won't be doing it today though.
So Shawn, we said it's going to have flying machines.
Go on.
I can't even see the end of the queue.
Oh my god. To be fair though, that's only like 2 cycles. You know, probably about 15 minutes or so. But yeah, like in terms of Valhalla, I'm not going to ride today because look at the queue. We actually walked on it when we was here 2 weeks ago because of the weather. It's good to see they've kept the outside looking good. I mean, the waterfall's on today. You got both of the fire torches just here. These weren't part of the original ride actually. These were put in when they did a refurbishment of the facade. Quite a few years back now. We had to completely rebuilt all the front and put these new little stones in with the fire effects on top. We had a massive queue for Valhalla today. It's certainly getting busier. And in my opinion, it makes me sad to say this, but without that ride was running 2 weeks ago, it wouldn't be worth that queue. I mean, I'd probably say it was worth a 10-15 minute wait. You know, there was a lot of effects broken, weren't they? So let's hope next year, for 20 years of Valhalla, that they go in there and do a lot of refurbishment work. But there we go, yeah, big queue for it today. What's that, maybe 45 minutes or so? But yeah, still a great ride. But yeah, it does rely a lot on its effects, and they could do with really spending the money and getting it all fixed up so it's back being a world-class dark ride. It's an absolutely beautiful day here at Pleasure Beach today. It's warm, isn't it?
I'm sweating.
Oh, I can't believe it, but you're not going to be sweating in a minute because we're going into the arena and it's nice and ice cold in there because it's time to go and see Hot Ice Utopian again. We've seen this show a lot and we love it, honestly. The soundtrack in here again by The Notable Stranger. We've got some great soundtracks. It uses a couple from last year's show, Mesmerise, as well. Yeah, it's a brilliant show. And we actually came to see the full evening production a couple of weeks back and it was brilliant, wasn't it? Came to see the full evening show. It's well worth it. You get like 2 sections really with an interval in the middle and it's a brilliant night out. I definitely recommend it. It's running up until the first week of September, so if you are coming down here, yeah, we recommend it. Come down here and see it. Yeah, and if you've been on the park during the day, it's only actually £5 to go and see the full show on an evening and sit in a standard seat, or you can pay £15 where you can go in one of the more premium seats, and we actually paid for the premium. Brilliant, and if you go at night as well, you get the Icon section, because I actually said this in the last vlog from last month, that they tend to alternate it. This year they don't. You only ever get the second half of the show show if you watch it in the afternoon like we are now. And then obviously if you come at night, hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. And then if you come at night, then you get the full thing, and the Icon section is on a night, and you get some awesome water effects coming down from the ceiling as well. That's really good. Unfortunately, we can't film the show, but we'll come out afterwards and do some more rides here at Pleasure Beach, riding till 10 o'clock here tonight. And yeah, looking forward to the fireworks later as well. I wonder what the theme will be. So we've just come out of Hot Ice Utopian, and I'm going to miss that show a lot. You've been attacked by wasps again.
So I got attacked by ice in the ice show. Some ice flew.
It was on the front row, and it came flying off. I tell you what though, them guys in there are fantastic. And girls, everyone's brilliant in that show. Really nicely put together, and I definitely recommend it. And it had a really good crowd in there, didn't it, this afternoon? I think because the park's quite busy, a lot of people have gone in there to to cool off, because it is nice and warm out here today, like 25 degrees Celsius now. We had a brilliant show. If you haven't guessed already, we've come straight on to the Pleasure Beach Express to get a little bit of a view across the park. But yeah, I'll put a bit of footage in from on here. And like I say, this afternoon we'll go around, do a few more rides. I mean, it is quite busy, so we're not going to do like loads and loads of rides, but we'll try and get in what we can. Yeah, when you come somewhere a lot like we do, it means you don't have to always be too ride heavy. It means you can sort of go around and take it
might have
easy,
another dance on the dance.
Charlotte might have another dance, we'll have a little walk around, get some more shots for you guys. But I think we're going to go for a little walk out the front later as well. So we're going to go, we had some food in the park just before the ice show, but we're going to head out down to the Velvet Coaster, Wetherspoons. Shout out to Velvet Coaster. We're going to head down there because we haven't been in for ages actually.
I haven't been in.
No, I've not been in since like the start of the season. So we're going to go Velvet Coaster for tea, have a little walk on the front, so I'll get some shots of like the big one and stuff from out on the promenade. Then we'll come back into the park and do a few rides and see the fireworks later. So here we go, here's a bit of footage from on the old Pleasure Beach Express. Tell you what, the Pleasure Beach Express was definitely running a bit slower than normal, wasn't it, Charlotte?
I thought we were going to stop.
Yeah, it was going really slow. I thought we might get an evac. It was like going to break down or something around the back. But here we go, we're in Nickelodeon land, and it's busy, isn't it? Look at the crowds. This is the queue over here for Rugrats Lost River. It stretches all the way around the cattle pen, and all the way back round there. It is busy.
Yeah, it is.
This is probably the busiest I've ever seen Nickelodeon land, actually.
Are you recording?
Yeah, you're right. Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, well.
Glad you like watching. But yeah, it's busy around here. Yeah, lots of crowds around the park. We thought we'll have a little look down here, possibly do Nickelodeon Street. Charlotte's favourite's not too busy though. The Krusty Krab order up, the little drop tower there. You gonna go on?
I might do later.
Yeah, you're gonna give it a go. I mean, it will start to quieten down a little bit later, but I thought we might do Dora, but that's busy as well. Yeah, it's a busy day. It's good to see though. I mean, like I say, it doesn't matter to us when we come so much, does it? It's more going round and having a little look and just enjoying it in the sunshine. Like, what a gorgeous day today. Like, there's no wind at all. It's probably the nicest day weather-wise I've had in Blackpool all year.
Streaks here.
Is it actually? Oh my God. Yeah, I think we'll give that a miss for now. But yeah, I'll put in a few off-ride shots of some of the rides around here. Yeah, that is busy. Look at this. Like, you can hardly move. Crazy. Good to see though. You know, everyone's coming down here supporting the park, which is great. Yeah, that's the thing, when you come somewhere so much, you know, you don't really fancy waiting in really long queues. We didn't come here aiming to get on loads and loads of stuff, but it shows get here early, doesn't it? Because this morning we got like 4 coasters done really in good time this morning, and 2 of them were major rides, weren't they? The big one and Icon. So get here early, that's my tip for you all. But I'll put in a little bit of off-ride footage from around here in Nickelodeon land just so you can see it in the sunshine. Because this area really does come together really nicely actually when the sun's out. All the bright colours. Oh my God, Pikachu's been put in my camera. Blimey. Right, let's go for a little walk around.
Don't worry about that.
Well, I tell you what, it's a good job the park's open until 10 o'clock tonight. Look at the queue for Avatar Airbender just here. All the way back out, all the way down here to the edge of Nickelodeon land. Absolutely crazy. Blimey, it's busy, but it's really good to see. The park's got a fantastic atmosphere. You've just seen a few shots there from some of the rides over in Nickelodeon land. Something that won't have a queue though is the Chinese puzzle maze. And we're going to walk in there now because we're going to talk a little bit about Halloween and what Pleasure Beach are going to be doing for 2019. Because things are getting bigger for the first time. Things are getting a bit spooky down here in the Chinese puzzle maze. I'll stop doing that, it's a bit creepy, innit? But yes, Journey to Hell Freak Nights, he's cutting in here, is a new event which is coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach this October. And it sounds really interesting because Pleasure Beach have never really done a proper adult-orientated Halloween event. Of course, they've got Passage of Terror just outside, that's been there for many, many years. In fact, it celebrated its 20th last year, so it's been there a long time. However, in terms of the park itself, it's never done a proper full-on Halloween event. They've done late night riding, they've had the big wolf walking around that's fantastic, really good costume, like a wolf on stilts. They've put some pumpkins and scarecrows and stuff about, but they've never gone and done a proper event until 2019. So Journey to Hell Freak Night is going to run from the 27th of October until the 31st. So, you know, it's going to run for those days, and it's basically going to be an evening of scares here in the park. It's going to be a completely separate ticketed event as to what you get in the daytime here at Pleasure Beach, and the rides aren't going to be open other than one, which is Icon, which is going to be part of the experience. Now, there's still a lot of details to be revealed, but yeah, it sounds really interesting because there's going to be lots of different walk-through attractions, and as I'm talking now, as I'm walking here through the, not that spooky at the moment, Chinese puzzle maze, I'll put some images on your screen now from the website, so you can see all these different walkthroughs and stuff there's going to be. But yeah, it does sound really interesting because it doesn't look like they're going to be building full-on scare mazes for these, but there's going to be like different attractions that you're going to need a blindfold, you're going to walk through tunnels, and it's all going to get a bit spooky. So what do you think, Charlotte, from what we've seen so far?
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be very different.
It's just a little bit expensive.
It is quite pricey. What was it, 29? £29, which is expensive. Bear in mind, we don't really know the full details of it at the moment, so there's no season pass discounts on it, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, I am, you know. I think we can't put it down and say it's too expensive until we know the full offering.
Yes.
It's looking like it's going to be a series of scare zones, would you say? A little bit spooky. It looks like it's going to be a series of, a dead end, are we? Oh, great. Oh, a series of scare zones that we all walk through. The what? Yeah. You know, we're going to walk through all these different scare zones, and we're sort of going to be led through it seems, in terms of you're not just going to like queue up and go in at your own accord. It seems like you're going to have like a leader that's going to take your group round, and it seems like the Chinese puzzle maze is going to be part of it. We're going to expect the bowler drone to be part of it. Hey, seems like Icon, they might have some actors maybe down the queue line and lead you all onto it. Let me know your thoughts down below. That's Journey to Hell Freak Nights. Bear in mind the night before that starts, so on the 26th of October, they're running late night riding, which is Vampire Beach. So that's when you're gonna have all your normal stuff. You can come in costume, you know, and yeah, it sounds really, really exciting. So more information when we find out more, but we're definitely gonna be here to come and see that here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So I'm looking forward to it. In terms of how much we're gonna be able to film, it does say in the terms and conditions that no cameras or recording equipment can even be brought onto the park during the Journey to Hell Freak Nights, but who knows, I'm hoping the Pleasure Beach might look at doing some sort of event. They've done quite a few things now working with us, so it'd be good to see them do something for this year, and we'll definitely come and check it out. But yeah, in terms of looking at other scare events and stuff, it is quite expensive, but it all depends on what you're going to get. You know, if we're going to get a full package experience and they're going to go around and put some more theming in, then I certainly can't wait. And we came here in the puzzle maze last year and we was allowed to film it actually. Check out last year's vlog from Vampire Beach. They turned this into a bit of a family scare maze, and it wasn't bad actually. It had a bit of story to it, so I don't know, let's see what happens here at Pleasure Beach as Journey to Hell Freak Nights launches for its first year on the 27th of October. I know, yeah, we're lost. Yeah, do you not know the way out by now? I do, but I'm not going to tell. I'm just going to let her try and escape now. But yeah, bring it on, Halloween. Can't wait to see it all here at Pleasure Beach.
It's Halloween if I'm stuck in here.
Don't worry, someone will help you get out. The wolf. Days like today when you can just walk around and get some beautiful shots of the rides, action packed with people and atmosphere. But I tell you what, Charlotte, how long would you fancy waiting for Infusion, the parks for Coma SLC? I mean, if I said to you it was all the way on the bottom and up the steps and into the top just there, what would you say?
I'd say, yeah. Oh my god!
Yeah, that is crazy. Look at that. You just saw in one of the off-ride shots I did there, capturing the atmosphere to keep our avalanche as well. That was down towards Eddie Stowbar. And then Infusion's all the way up the steps. So what we're going to go and do, Charlotte? What are we going to do? It would be quite nice.
We're going to go and have a walk along the beach and have some food out.
Yeah, we're going to, like we said earlier, we're going to go spoons, but we're going to have a little walk on the beach, hopefully. Hopefully the tide's going to be out, and we'll get some nice shots looking back towards the park. Because it's lovely, like when you're out on the beach looking back towards the big one.
Bert, look.
Where's Bert? Oh, there he is, with fake one next to him. So that's not a seagull next to him, is it? That's supposed to be a bird of prey, isn't it?
But look at that Bert. Look how fat he is.
Oh my god, he's a big seagull.
I love
He's been eating a lot of fish and chips, but Should we go for a little walk?
Yeah.
Then we'll come back in. We've got to do a couple of dark rides later. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, come and do
Ghost
Wallace,
Train,
Ghost Train. I'd like to do those. River Caves, that's a bit of a classic. Of course, we can take you guys along on the dark rides as well. So, whoa, feeding the bird. Oh, you going in for the Pringle? No, he's coming for a walk with us. Right then, come on Charlotte, come down on the beach. She's got a spade and everything ready. The beach is just straight down these stairs. Oh, the tide's come in. Hey! Sorry Charlotte, but let me just take that spade back. She just went and bought that for £10 as well. No, it was in the car. We keep it though, don't we? I was going to do something funny.
Something funny. So this spade is quite funny. So if I get stuck in snow, I use this to scrape the
You use
snow.
that to move snow. I don't think that's going to move much, but it barely moves sand, never mind snow. But,
Be all right.
there you are. But yeah, we was going to do something funny. I said, oh, we'll take the spade and we'll try and like draw something out in the sand, but there we go. No views of the big one from down here. Should have come down this morning, because obviously when we went on the big one first thing, this was all the way out, but the tide's come in now. But there you go, yeah.
Can't swim.
Oh no, yeah, get back. But yeah, you know, if you want to come and have a walk down here in the morning, it is really nice. You know, obviously it all depends, doesn't it, on the time of year and stuff when the tide comes in. But yeah, you get some great views of the big one. Not now, because obviously we're standing near the wall, but when the tide's out and you stand somewhere down there, you look back to the big one and it is absolutely lovely. But there we go, back up this way. We'll have a little walk along the front there. I'll get some shots of the big one. And yeah, we're going to Wetherspoons, have some food, and we'll see you after that. See you a little bit later in the Pleasure Beach. Sorry Charlotte, no beach for us today. 25 degrees, no beach. How awesome's that there? I mean, we didn't spot that this morning because we went in through the right-hand side of the turnstiles. Big advert there for Journey to Hell free nights. I mean, we missed that, didn't we?
That looks really good.
Yeah, that was amazing. You saw there, they put like a screen in, and then as he was bashing to try and get out, like the sides of it actually moved out. So if that's a sign of what we're going to get like around the park, I think we're in for a good Halloween. I mean, that looks awesome, and that's unlike anything we've seen at like a UK Halloween event as well, because we tend to have, you know, a lot of props and stuff, but when it comes to things like that, they're probably going down a route what not a lot of parks have done before. So really interested to see what Halloween's going to be like. If that's just advertising the event, then yeah, hopefully we're going to see a lot of stuff like that around the park. So yeah, interesting. We're stuffed though, aren't we now?
Honestly.
Just been the Velvet.
I feel sick.
Been the Velvet Coaster and just had some food over there. Like I say, it's the Wetherspoons. If you're not from the UK, Wetherspoons is like a pub chain. You know, people go in there. There's loads of people having a beer, just looking out over the promenade. And then we're here. We just went in, had a Pepsi, had some food, and come back in. But don't be put off with that, because you look at it and think, oh, it looks busy. It's going to take ages. We were in and out in about 20 minutes, so not too bad. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Oh no, yeah, you got to do some dancing now. The viewers are loving Charlotte's dancing at the moment. What you got for us? Come on. That's it. Oh, okay, that'll do. To be fair, we've had the dancing earlier as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was brilliant in there. Loving that. Ready for Journey to Hell free night. So comment down below, let me know your thoughts on that. And yeah, tickets are on sale for it at Pleasure Beach, so it'll be interesting to see how busy them nights are going to get. So right back in the park, let's do some more rides. Rides open until 10 o'clock. So we just had another awesome ride then on Derby Racer. I do love that Pleasure Beach classic. There wouldn't be a theme park all-wide vlog without coming into the Kiss Me Quick shop underneath the flying machines. Have a little look at the merchandise what there is. I mean, we looked in the Icon shop and showed you them new flowery items earlier. But yeah, I thought I'd have a look at some of the authentic ride parts just to see if there's anything new to show you guys. You know, all your usual sort of stuff what they've been selling here for a lot of the season now. But it's great really, because when things, you know, can't run on the rides anymore, and they can put them in here and they can make some money out of them. But yeah, this dodgem wheel, I think that was here last time we did a video. This looks new though. I don't remember seeing the Infusion wheel down here. There we are, the 12-inch running wheel from Infusion. You fancy taking home your own bit of an SLC? There we are. Oh, really heavy that. Oh, blimey. Do some weightlifting with that. Yeah. But yeah, still got some old bits down there from old Wild Mouse as well. Rest in peace. Oh, and at the top here as well. A few wheels, like I say, some of these smaller ones. What's this here? From Splash Bash. Yeah, these have been here for quite a lot of the year. Yeah, some more bits of old Wild Mouse up there as well. Oh, I do miss her. But yeah, you know, quite a few bits. What's that? Space Invader running wheels up there, the old indoor coaster. Of course, you can ride that still in the UK. If you want to go to Bream, we went there last year and went on that, didn't we, at Bream?
Some giant paper clips.
Nah, I don't want some giant paper clips.
But they are.
Yeah. In terms of any other new merch, don't think there's anything different since we was here last time. But I must say, I say it every time we do a vlog, but merchandise really on the way up. Here they've done loads, especially the past couple of seasons. Do love all this Valhalla stuff. I mean, that shirt is brilliant. I love that Revolution shirt. I'd like a ride on Revolution actually if we do get a chance today, but you're not a big fan, are you? But yeah, you get some great views up there, especially it's a sunset one for late night riding going up there. All your pin badges and stuff. Well, there's nothing on them, is there? The skull shot. Well, where's the skull? It says skull shot glasses. There's no. I can't even see the skull on it. But there you go. Yeah. We had a look down here. I still really do like the 3D printed models though behind the tail. They are very expensive, but you got a couple behind there. You got the Wild Mouse one and then one for Flying Machines. Love to see one of those for Icon. Oh, reloop on the video. Ken Webster. There you go.
This cat.
Nah, no branding on it. You know me. It's got me branded. But I've got my new Icon cap. I've made a purchase today and I'm happy with that one. Yeah, all this flowery stuff. Quite nice, isn't it? So I just turned the camera off at the wrong time there because look at this, brand new items now available. You can actually buy these. I mean, how much did you say they were? Just I forgot. 120 quid, but you get the full Wild Mouse collection. Look at that. That is quite special. I mean, it's nice. I mean, the quality of these is brilliant as well. Wow. I really like them. I mean, they're expensive, but they are really nice. I mean, if you're buying these, you don't just want to leave them on your mantelpiece. You want them in like a glass cabinet or something. Like
Wild Mouse, really.
Yeah, I mean, and the boxes are really nice collectible as well. Let's move that to the side. There we are. Picture of the ride on there, of course. Yeah, that's really nice. That is. The colour collection, there we go, for Wild Mouse. But brilliant, if you don't just want one, you can get the full pack. Wow, what a nice item there.
Miffy, Gaza, Squeaky and Mousy.
There we go, all your favourites on there from the Wild Mouse. Wow, what an item. £120 is a lot of money to spend, but they are really nice items. And I was just chatting to a fan of the channel in there actually, and she was saying that she's going to actually purchase those. So yeah, they are really, really nice items, especially if you've got that special connection with Wild Mouse like a lot of people did. To be honest, by the time the season's over, I might have to buy that box set myself. We'll see what happens about that. It's a lot of money, but you know, I would say it needs to go in a display cabinet if you're doing it. But anyway, talking of classic rides, we're going on the Ghost Train. Whose Ghost Train is it? My Ghost Train.
No,
oh.
it's mine.
Actually, it's down. Oh, it's not down grounds. We're not at Thorpe Park, are we? We're not at Thorpe Park.
No.
This place hasn't shut at 6 o'clock, has it? You see, it's shut at 10. So it's good opening hours though. I do like it. So here we go. Let's go for a ride on the Ghost Train. It's our first dark ride of the day. We've just not done them so far, but yeah, we've had a nice day. There's some coasters earlier on. I love the live entertainment. Stuff like that really adds to the park atmosphere. People sitting there by the fountains having a beer with a bit of live music. You know, it's just quite good actually as well. It's nice how they put that stage in with the big screen. They don't have to do it, but they just do it, you know, just for late night riding. So come with us for a ride on the Ghost Train. It's going to get a bit spooky. Wait about half an hour there for the Ghost Train. 10 cars in service. Things are about to get spooky. Please don't eat me, eat Charlotte instead.
No!
She's bought tastier. Oh dear, a couple of it's not working here. No screen on. Don't worry though, Charlotte's favourite jump scare coming up. Depths of the dungeon. I do like this where it comes off the chain here and we just smack into the corner. Get ready. Let's cut that. Oh. There's a train approaching. Oh, Cloggy, where are you? So Charlotte, how was your ride on the ghost train? You look a bit different. Has Cloggy got you or something?
Yes, Cloggy's got me.
Oh, oh no, it's alright. She's over here. She's all right. How was your ride on the ghost train?
I love that. It's a classic.
There's been a ghost train operating at Blackpool Pleasure Beach since the 1930s, so quite an old ride. I don't think these guys were from here though. These were actually from Trauma Towers. They used to be out the front there, this little seating area. But yeah, they're not very comfy. Yeah, good ride that. A couple of bits not working in there though. You got like, when you go down like the wooden corridor, a couple of bits that fall down, they weren't working. And the screen, I think the audio is built into that as well because there was no sound effects of her like bashing on the glass and it smashes. But other than that, the bikes have been fixed. That was the main thing. Like earlier in the year, the bikes were not working for like 2 months, and they got them fixed, which is good because they're quite iconic. But hey, iconic. I used that pun too much over the past 2 years. Yeah, great ride that. It's a brilliant dark ride, isn't it? I do really enjoy it. The plan is now it's nearly 7 o'clock, so we've got 3 hours to go until the fireworks. Definitely want another ride on Icon, so we'll go and do that. And along with that as well, try and do maybe Wallace and Gromit, a couple of other rides. Yeah, it's good to do Icon just as it's getting dark. Obviously, we'll be shutting early because of all the fireworks being launched down there. But last night when we was at home, it started to get, by 9 o'clock it was like pitch black. So fingers crossed tonight. I mean, the sun's already starting to go down. Hopefully we're going to get a good near night ride on an Icon. So I love it with all them big spotlights shining up on it. I think it's one of the best lit roller coasters in the world, in my opinion. You know, so we'll head over there and do that. But probably have a walk up, maybe do River Caves as well if we get the chance. You know, do some more rides here at the beach. thought that was audio. Cue the choir.
Carved out of the sandstone cliff on the west bank of the Nile stand the temples of the Abu Simbel. They remain unknown to the outside world. There's something in 1813. City of Angkor Wat.
Lovely relaxing ride there on the river caves here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I do really enjoy that. A nice classic here at the park. Right there, Charlotte, just chilling out, you know. Have a little look at this over here, the arcade. Of course, they put the little screen on the side there, but I'm still hoping for them to do more with this in the future. It has got like an LED light, what runs sort of around the side, but I am kind of hoping that they're going to put something all the way across here, to be honest. But again, you're loving your seagulls today more than ever. What, are seagulls taken over from goats?
No, I just love seagulls and I love goats.
If you had to pick one,
Goats.
oh okay. But yeah, I am hoping to see some more done to this, because the little screen's okay down there, but you can imagine a nice big banner or something along there would be lovely. Oh yeah, what an atmosphere. A few hours to go left of the day, sun's starting to go down over there. Look at that shot. Loads of footage of the big one today. But it is the most iconic ride here. But Infusion's running test train there, it's empty. Must have had some downtime. But yeah, have a little walk around here. Park's filtering out a little bit now. I think maybe people are having the dinner, having the tea, as we say up north, having the tea. And they're probably going to come back, do some more rides and watch the fireworks. I think we're going to watch them from just down here tonight, because they're launched by the big one. When we came to the first late night riding of the year, we watched them from by Wallace, didn't we? And we didn't think it was as good from there. We used to go on the balcony at the back of Coaster's restaurant with Icon, but they changed the positioning for this year. So yeah, we think personally, if you are coming to late night riding, as long as the fireworks are launched from that same place, you want to be standing just here, because you've got the speakers behind you, and you get some really nice shots here of the fireworks going off with the big one. Right, let's go and do some more rides. Really want to do Revolution tonight. We're going to get up there in the sunset, get some nice shots looking over, because you get a great view. So this is a bit of a rare one to see. Wallace and Gromit Thrill-O-Matic. It's closed. Some technical problems probably going on, but can't see any action up there at all. I mean, can't see any like testing taking place or anything, but yeah, it's a bit of a rare one. But if it opens late, we might come up and have a go. But like I say, we've been on it that much. When you come somewhere all the time like this, it doesn't matter too much, you know, things are closed. But hopefully it opens for everybody else who's here today, who's come down to support the park and have a good day for late night riding. Wow, spectacular views from up here at Revolution across Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's actually one of my favourite viewpoints, if not my favourite actually, in the whole park from up here. You can just look out over the whole of Blackpool. It looks brilliant, and of course looking down towards the top out there on Icon with the Big Dipper, then with the big one, it's just such a brilliant view. Iconic. Really, really nice. But yeah, a little look down here. Steeplechase seems to be shut at the moment as well. Yeah, it means a few things are down. I mean, Infusion, I don't know if that's reopened or not, but that had an empty train. And then, like I say, we just saw Wallace and Gromit, and this is shut as well. But yeah, hopefully they get these back up for the people who've come down here today. Yeah, a little look down there as well at the queue. Some fans of Theme Park Worldwide down there. A little look down in the queue for the big one. I thought it was getting quieter, but that's a big queue still for the big one. What, maybe 90 minutes or so? Someone else waving over there as well. I love it. Yeah, it's busy. It's down the south end of the park down here. Still a lot of people about, which is brilliant to see. Well, like I say, some of the rides do close a little bit earlier, depending on where they are in the park because of the fireworks, just so they can clear them in enough time. They just sort of come up here, get some shots. Yeah, it's lovely. Really good. I'm not going to ride though, I've just come up the exit because the main queue is still really busy. I'd really like to go on Revolution because I've not been on it for ages, but you know, well, I say ages, a good few weeks, which is a lot for me at Blackpool. You know what I'm like coming here all the time, but yeah, you get some great views looking out over the park. That's what makes it here for me, all the coasters running around. You just saw in that shot there, Icon doing around its little twist there, and of course Big Dipper going round. That's what makes this park, you know, there's so much going on. And here we go, Steeplechase. Testing now, look, lift hill's kicked in, so maybe we'll be able to get straight on it. Here we go, there's a bit of action over there, so keep our eyes peeled if that opens. Maybe go for a ride on Steeplechase. Yeah, talk about perfect timing. Straight down onto Steeplechase, so we'll see when we come off. Here we go. I'll tell you what, that was really good timing there with that steeplechase ride. Managed to get straight on it, and then it's broke down again after. So literally like 3 horses got out, and that was it. But the sad news is, if it was on the one after, I would have got an evac, would have been evacuated from it, which, you know me, I quite like counting how many rides I've been evacked on over the years. But I had quite a few at Pleasure Beach actually, mainly Valhalla to be honest over the years. But here we go, last couple of hours here now. Look at this, the sun's going down, and it's time for a sunset ride on Icon. The queue actually has been way past the shop, so it's probably about half an hour or so maybe on a 3-train service. It's quite hard to judge on a busy day here because they obviously let quite a lot of speedy pass in. But here we go, you ready Charlotte for a nice sunset ride?
Yeah.
On our favourite coaster in the United Kingdom. And then we'll probably go straight round again and do a night ride, we may as well. But it's just lovely lighting now, isn't it? I love getting shots across the park when it's like this. When you come somewhere a lot as well, you get just as much enjoyment getting footage, taking photos, and of course we put quite a lot of photos on Instagram as well, so make sure you give us a follow.
At Charlotte TPW.
And you can follow me at Shawn Sandbrook, and also the joint one with the channel, which of course is at Theme Park Worldwide on Instagram. Go and give us a follow to all of our content. Yeah, all the lights are coming on now. They've just switched them on the train, and all the lights lighting up the coaster. So just going to start getting better over the next hour or so, and we'll get some more footage. Icon's lights look absolutely beautiful. Tell you what, this ride at night, there's only one word to describe it, and that's sexy. To the station for Icon. What's missing? Audio. No audio. Now I don't know if the staff have just turned it down or something, but the audio needs to be on. It's these little consistent things, isn't it? Like, look how gorgeous the train looks though. Oh wow, look at that. But yeah, get the audio turned up. It's the things like that. They've just got all that new audio done for the big one, and this one in here is off. It was on earlier. Them little things, you know. It is no atmosphere now, you know. Get the audio turned on. But yeah, the lights look incredible. And there's been a big debate of people saying, should the lights be on in the daytime as well? Me personally, I don't think there's any need for them to be on in the daytime. I'd keep them just as soon as it starts to go dusk, you know, putting the lights on. But yeah, trains do look gorgeous at night. Yeah, get the audio back on. Let's go on Icon. That was the best best ride I've ever had on Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it?
Really, really.
On the front row there, all the lights, of course you've got the headlights on the front of the train that are lighting up the track as you're going round, all the lights shining up at the track, and then of course you got all the views as well as you're going around the rest of the park, looking over all the lights everywhere. That was absolutely incredible. Yeah, some people may not agree with this, but I think Icon is one of the best lit up roller coasters in the world. I really genuinely believe that. I've been to a lot of places out there, and I'm not just saying that because I come here a lot and really enjoy the park. I genuinely think that's got one of the best coaster nighttime experiences out there for an overall experience. The lights everywhere, everything makes a big part of it. Shame about the audio in the station though. I think it had been turned down, so I do think that was should be a bit more consistent, you know, with audio, especially on parks. They're spending a lot of money to put it in, like with the big one. You know, they're putting all these new speakers and stuff. It needs to be on. But that was absolutely brilliant. That was. And we was going to do another ride in pitch black conditions, but to be honest, that was a near night ride, wasn't it? Like, look at the sky now. So we thought we were going to come and do the big one, but this here looks quite busy.
This is not going to be clear by the time the fireworks.
No, so obviously they can't run the fireworks with this here, but they've still not shut the queue line yet. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to try and get around the big one, because this is also a great night ride in terms of you get some great views looking down the promenade. And if you come for late night riding in October, when the illuminations are on, and also the one in September, you get to see all the illuminations from the top. That's amazing. So we're going to hopefully get this ride on the big one. Let's see how they deal with this now, because I can't see anybody about to shut the queue, and this is a long wait. So I know obviously it's going to go quicker when there's no speedy pass coming in, but
Not that quick.
let's see what happens. But the good thing is we know we're not going to miss the fireworks. We're not going to miss the fireworks because they can't set them off whilst we're here. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, what an amazing atmosphere today. Best late night riding, best day at Pleasure Beach in many, many years, and a brilliant front row ride on Icon. Fantastic. A spectacular nighttime ride there on the last train of the day on the big one. That was great, wasn't it?
I love that ride.
Oh, really good. I mean, you know, my love for it has regained itself over the past couple of years. I've really enjoyed it a lot. You watched some of the earlier vlogs from, you know, when I started doing them. I wasn't a big one fan, well, hey. But no, actually, I really like it now. But that's it. We're all ready to go, ready for the fireworks. It's literally straight over to our spot outside Coasters. So we'll put some footage in over the next few minutes from the fireworks display tonight. So, yeah, looking forward to it. As always, get some shots. The good thing is with here, you get some really good views as well with the coasters in the background, the fireworks going off just in front of them. That's the good thing about the positioning over at the side here as well. Means that you've got like all the support structure for the big one just behind it, so you get some brilliant shots. So here we go. It's really good.
What, Sheila was going wild.
Oh, yeah, honestly, the staff on there,
Honestly,
they're brilliant.
Sheila.
There's been some really good operations today across the park.
really
You know, they've done well. It's been a busy day. We've done quite a bit, I'd say, really.
Yeah, we've done loads.
Yeah, it's been a good
nice
day.
And we've met so many of you guys. It's been so nice.
Loads of fans of the channel today, which has been
so
lovely.
many.
Yeah, so if you do see us whilst you're out of the parks, come over and say hello. You know, it's always nice to meet
Yeah, it's
people
been lovely.
that enjoy watching our videos and supporting the channel. So here we go, coming up over the next few minutes. Here's some highlights from the fireworks here from late night riding, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. tell you what, there were some big bangers there, weren't there? And then fireworks,
They was
blimey.
the best fireworks I've seen here.
Them purple shells, like, were ridiculously big.
So good.
The best thing to do there on the video, to really put the perspective into it, is like look at the lift hill for the big one, and then look at the size of the shells going off next to them. That was brilliant. Like, I know we keep saying it in these vlogs, but the fireworks are genuinely getting better every time.
Better, yeah.
Like, I think it's because it was a summer one, you know, they put more in it, but that was a very high budget show.
It was.
Brilliant, about a 10-minute show as well. It was also Marvel music that, and yeah, some quite dramatic tracks and stuff in there, but no, the quality of them fireworks just keep getting better and better. I think the quality of our days out at Pleasure Beach keep getting better,
We've
to be
had a great
honest.
day today.
What's been your highlight? What you enjoyed the most, would you say, today?
I've enjoyed meeting all you guys. It's been so
Aw.
nice. We've met some lovely people.
Yeah, we have loads of fans
So
today.
nice. I've enjoyed seeing the ice show.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Getting back on Icon.
Best ride on Icon today as well, which is
I
amazing.
just enjoyed it. I've had a really nice day today.
It's been lovely, you know, we've been here, we've done quite a few rides considering the crowds as well. It's been nice to have a little walk around and just capture up the atmosphere of the park really, you know, but in general I'd say operations have been really good for a busy day as well. Obviously with some of the rides they are lower capacity anyway, so it's one of them that, you know, they try the best on them, don't they? But you know, we did a couple of the dark rides, obviously we missed out on doing Alice and Wallace because that was short Wallace in the end, but yeah, done quite a bit, enjoyed it. A couple of rides on the big one, a couple of rides on Icon. You know, night ride on both as well. It's been brilliant. What a really good day. Yeah, this is like what the last summer vlog from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Next time we're going to be here doing a video, most likely now is going to be after our big trip to Florida. It's probably going to be Halloween, to be honest, by the time we next do a vlog.
Probably the next late night ride in October.
In October, and of course then we've got all the Halloween stuff coming up, and like I said earlier on, I'm not sure what the situation's going to be with filming at the Freak Nights. It does say at the moment, but I'm hoping they might do some sort of media event like they've done here in the past, which would be nice for us guys to be able to show you it all, and so you get to see what there is here, you know, or even just be able to film some of it, so it'd be great. So we'll see what happens, see what Pleasure Beach do with that. But I just want to say, as always, the park looks excellent at night. I mean, this is actually one of the best views. Infuse I might hate as a coaster, but it is one of the best at night. I mean, look at this now, you know, you got all the lights there on the big one. It's not just the lift hill lit up, it's all the way around, you know, and the circuit, and then of course Infusion that looks amazing. Dippers lit up, obviously Icon, they had the lights on that earlier on as we saw. It's a great park, but at night this place really thrives. I wish they'd do more late night openings, like, you know, I remember when I was a kid it was open like till midnight, like most days, but in the summer, but it'd be nice to see them sort of, you know, they're very popular tonight. It's been a busy park here today, so hopefully, fingers crossed next year, they add even more late nights and start to do it regularly.
Even if they didn't want to do the fireworks every night, just keep it open till
yeah,
10.
like the fireworks are nice, but you know, just having the park
Just
open
having
at
the
night,
park
yeah,
open is a big thing.
Especially in August. You know, I can't
so
see why
busy.
maybe every Friday, Saturday at least in August, you know, they couldn't do it, because I think there's demand. I really do, and you've got to think, you know, people are staying in the park. In terms of a park's perspective, you know, they're going to be buying the lunch here, they're going to be buying the dinner here, you know, all that extra revenue coming in, which means it can be reinvested in the park. But there you go, thanks for joining me and Charlotte for our couple day really. It's been nice, hey, just me and Charlotte here today. It's nice because a lot of the time we do a big group, which is lovely, but of course it's nice as well just to have a bit of quality time with each other at our favourite park in the UK. So there we go, thanks for a lovely day. Thanks to everyone who's come along and said hello to us. And from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all in the next vlog.